born on October 11th in Northfield, Minnesota, was my next guest. Paulette Carlson, country singer-songwriter who rose to fame in the 1980s as the founder and lead vocalist for the country band Highway 101. With Highway 101, she charted 4 number 1 hit singles and 7 top 10 hits. Can I sing Happy Birthday to you?
Oh, I'd love that. If you want to, I'd love that.
But you're the singer. I don't want to force you to hang up. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Paulette. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, wonderful. A man who can sing on key. My husband never could sing on key.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that's okay. We loved his singing. And his mules loved his singing, but it was an acquired taste.
Like, who were your influences when you first got into music?
Well, I grew up in Minnesota, and we had a large variety of music we'd listen to. My dad always had a country radio station on. And when I was very young, I used to love to dance to, it was classical symphony type arrangements of Western music. I'd get my umbrella out as a little kid, and I'd dance away in the living room to this symphony music of things like Ghost Riders in the Sky and Cool Clear Water and things like that. But I grew up in a very rural setting. My dad was a baker in a little town, and he came from a farm life, and my mother came from Iowa. She grew up on a farm, and the little town I grew up in was a farming community, and just had a very simple life. My mother sang all the time. And as a young kid, I loved to sing. My mother sang, like I said, all the time. My father loved country music. I mean, I'd listen to all sorts of music, quite often Western type music. And I loved, folks like Kitty Wells. And when I met Kitty Wells in Nashville, there was a ladies' get-together. The record companies had put us younger gals together with a lot of the older gals, Jan Howard and Kitty Wells and different folks like that. And it was just, of course, it was a thrill of my life to be amongst those ladies. And they were so kind to me. And I wish I could find that little book that they all wrote into. We wrote into each other's little books. And who knows where that's at? I've got so many. I was just thinking I need to clear out all my offices and that, and try and make sense of everything, all the nostalgia things. But anyway, I just grew up listening to country music a lot, and I read Foley and folks like that.
A million times he's sorry. I always take him back, though soon I know he'll spend the night with you and leave me crying. You don't love him, but you won't let him go. what you do, I'd do it better. You'd never be the woman I could be. But you don't have a heart or any feelings, so I can't even ask for sympathy. Oh, whiskey, if you were a woman, I'd fight you and I'd win, Lord knows what. Oh, whiskey, if you were a woman, I'd drive him from his tangled mind for good. Oh, whiskey, if you were a woman, I'd drive him from his tangled mind for good.
I lost my husband about 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years, and it's been really hard for me to sit down at the piano and sing. Very, very hard. I'm just starting now to sing again. Oh, I just did an album with Liberty Records, and then I had done an album for our Vietnam vets, dedicated it to our Vietnam vets. That one is called It's About Time. But I had written a song called Thank You, Vets.
Yeah.
And my brother Gary was in the hospital, so very sick. And he had spent his 18th, 19th, and 20th birthday in Vietnam.
Wow.
He was over there at the age of 17. He landed in Chu Lai just a couple days, a day or two after the Tet Offensive. And but anyway, so when he was so very sick in the hospital, I pulled my guitar out of the closet and sat on my bed, and probably within 15 minutes, I had written this song, and it wrote itself. I say it just came to me. All I had to do was pick up the pen. So I did an album around that song for the Vietnam vets, and the song was called Thank You, Vets.
We owe a debt to our Vietnam vets, and never a thank you we gave. And I hung my head in shame at the hurtful words and the names they had to hear from American lips. But I say they were great men, they were brave men, sons of the blood of our founding fathers, and in the fight they had the same courage it takes. They stood strong, they fought the wrong, even gave their lives when called upon. Semper Fi was their motto. Thank you, vets. It was a sad day in hell when this country failed to give our boys their rightful due. And they say time heals all wounds, but in this case it's only true if history doesn't repeat itself. And I say they were great men, they were brave men, sons of the blood Thank you, vets. And I'm just a sister who'll never forget when you went. Nor the protesters who raged on, hell-bent. Your unspoken words said volumes, and the road you walk we can't imagine. A soldier's weight you carry still with grace. And although it's much too late, the truth cannot be changed. We owe you the thank you that never came. And I say you were great, man. You were brave, man. Sons of the blood of our founding fathers. And in the fight, you had the same courage it takes. You stood strong. You fought the wrong. Even gave your lives when called upon. Follow me was your motto. Thank you, vets. Semper Fi was your motto, boys. Thank you, vets.
You were part of the concert that's available on streaming platforms. It's called Lefty Fest. Do you remember anything about that concert?
Oh, yeah, that was the first year he had done Lefty Fest in Texas. Yeah, it was a very hot day, as I recall, and out in like an open park. It was a beautiful day and lovely people. And yeah, he had asked me to come along with him, and I sat in and sang a few songs with his band. And it was delightful. I'm trying to think of the town that was in. I can't remember offhand the name of the town.
I know Lacey J. Dalton was there. Her birthday is on Sunday, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she's called a few times too.
Yeah, she's delightful. She's fun.
Yeah,
She's so fun.
Tonight, he's a live wire. He's got his sights on someone new. Somewhere tonight, he's a high flyer.
You put out a single in 2022, Branded Soul. What is that song about?
Well, I live in a town called Darby, Montana.
Mm-hmm.
And for your audience who loves the television series Yellowstone, Yellowstone has put us on the map. And I live just down from the Dutton Ranch. And so if you're a Yellowstone fan, you know what the Dutton Ranch is in the show. A beautiful part of the country. And so for quite a while, my husband and I didn't have television, and then we were also doing some traveling and different things. But so I hadn't seen much of I hadn't seen any of the series, even though it had been on for 3 years. And so Callie played me the first 2-hour episode, and then the second episode of the first year, and then she played me the last episode of the third season, where it's quite a lot of stuff happens. And so when I was in the coffee cup one day in Hamilton, I just wrote a song on the back of their placemat, and it was called Branded Soul. It was my impression of the series Yellowstone. And it's kind of a fun song, but it's kind of a rough song. It talks, well, the name is Branded Soul, and of course they brand people in the movie. And anyway, it was an easy song to write, and so I just thought I went down to Nashville and recorded it, and a friend of mine wanted to put it out there, so I said, sure, put it out there. So I did. You can hear it on my website, PauletteCarlson.com, and you can see a lot of live performances, and you can hear the song on YouTube or at PauletteCarlson.com.
The devil's in his eyes. He's riding on the flames that we see rising. His horse is on the run. Hell has come. He names the time and place for his vengeance. Mountains high and rivers wide they travel, soaked in the blood from the sins that they've done. On that range they're bound to ride forever. A branded soul. Lines have been drawn, turning hidden in God's eye, no fear of wrong or right. Gone to the devil's, their direction.
Hi, folks. This is your highway girl, Paulette Carlson, and you're listening to Classic Country Breakfast.
Darling, were you listening when I called you late last night? Or did the sleep get in your eyes? Did it blind me from your sight? Or was she lying with you? Was it hard for you to speak? And did you tell her she was sleeping in the bed you made for me? And did you tell her she was sleeping in the bed you made for me? Did she like my satin sheets? And did you sing her to sleep? And my pillow that she slept on, did it bring her sweet dreams? Did you tell her she was sleeping in the bed you made for me? The pillow that you made for me, it was soft with feather down, and the headboard, it came from an old house that was bound to be torn